Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing about the number of factors that a number could have, as how many factors that a number have. We have to calculate it, right? So example, we are having a number in the form of, let's say I'm having the number x in the form of a to the power p, b to the power q, and c to the power r. Then how many factors are possible for such number x? We have to calculate that. So a very easy and very sudden formula is that you take p plus 1 multiplied by q plus 1 multiplied by r plus 1. This is the formula for calculating the number of factors, number of factors of any number of factors composite of any composite number. Now the question arises that how such formula has achieved or how such formula has been arrived. Although we will not go, it is not much difficult to understand this, but to understand it with an example will be much easier for us so that we can reach to this formula, right? For example, if I talk about a number, example, when I'm talking about a number 20. So firstly, we will write 20 in the form of prime factorization as A, B, C. All are prime numbers. A, B, and C are prime numbers. So if ABC are like prime numbers, then we can say we have to express 20 in such a form that it is the power of some prime numbers getting multiplied with each other. So I can say that it is 2 to the power 2 into 5, 4 into 5, 20, right? Now, if I want to calculate, sorry, if I want to calculate the number of factors, now using the formula, I can easily say that the value of P here is 2, the value of 5, the value of Q here is 1, as it is 5 to the power 1. So value of Q is equals to 1. So after applying the formula, I will get the number of factors of 20, the number of factors of 20 as 2 plus 1 into 1 plus 1, that is 3 into 2 or 6. And we can even cross verify that the formula is correct or not, or what we have calculated is correct or not. So let's start by calculating the factors. The factors of 20 starts from 1, then 2, then 4, then 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then 20. So these all are the factors of 20, and if you count them, they come out to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 factors are there, and the five formula we also calculated that there are 6 factors. So that means what the formula is absolutely correct, and it is just not it is a waste of time to check the formula also. uh, Anyway, now moving on, let's take another example. Let's say I'm taking a bigger number, example 72, right? To express 72 in the form of prime factorization, I will write it as 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 3 to the power 2. You see or you observe here that I'm keeping the base as the prime factors because it is necessary for us to keep the base as the prime factors. The powers or the indices could be any number. They could be prime, they could not be prime. But the the base of the whole indice or the all the of the whole exponent must be a prime factor, right? Or must be a prime number, not prime factor, it must be a prime number. So I can say that if it is the case that 72 can be expressed in the form of 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power square or 3 to the power 2, then I can write the number of factors. Then I can write the number, the number of factors of 72 will come out to be 3 plus 1 multiplied by 2 plus 1. That gives us 4 into 3, that is 12. You can even check it by yourself to that the factors of 72 are 12 or not. Or even if you don't want to check it, it is very obvious. because the number 72 is not very large, it is a small number. But even if we take a very big number, for example, if we take a number like, let's say, if we take a number like 720. Now, in the case of 720, it could be expressed as 2 to the power 4, 3 square, and it is 5, right? Now, in this case, the number of factors will come out as the number of factors of 720 will come out as 4 plus 1, taken 4 from here, multiplied by 2 plus 1, taken 2 from 3 to the power 2, and 5 to the power 1. 5 plus 1, which gives us 4 plus 1, 5, 5 into 3, 15, 15 into 6, 90. That means in total there are 90 factors possible of 720, right? 90 factors possible of 720. So as the number grows, we can say that the value or the number of factors of that number also increases, right? Now I am just talking about here the composite number, because in the case of prime number there are only two factors. Either in the case of prime number, in the case of prime number, there are only two factors. It is the number itself and 1. So it is useless to calculate the number of factors for prime number. But for the composite number, we need to calculate the number of factors, and that could be calculated by the formula p plus 1 into q plus 1 into r plus 1, and so on, right? And so on. What I mean by and so on is that if there are more prime bases, and there are in the prime bases there are more powers to those prime bases, in that case we can calculate the number of factors and the value comes out to be very large of those composite numbers. Now, how could we reach to this formula, or how could we get to an understanding of this formula? See, when I firstly take the example 20, when I've taken the example 20, I can say that 20 can be expressed as the prime factorization of 2 to the power 2 into 3. Sorry, it can be expressed as 2 to the power 2 into 5. Now, when I am saying that it can be expressed in 2 to the power 2 into 5, this whole number will become 20. That is very clear. But there are certain numbers which are less than 20 that also divide 20 completely. And those numbers are the factors. And those numbers are referred as the factors to us, right? So how could we calculate, or how could we get an understanding of those numbers? What I can do is that I can write those numbers. So all the factors of 20, let's write them. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. Now 1 could be written as 2 to the power 0, 2 to the could be written as 2 to the power 1, 4 could be written as 2 to the power 2, 5 could be written as 5 to the power 1, 10 could be written as 2 to the power 2 multi power 1 into 5 to the power 1, and 20 can be written as 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 1. Now if you observe clearly, then we can say that the highest power of 2 comes out to be as 2 in the case of 20. And in the prime factorization also, the highest power is coming out to be 20. So what all factors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. And highest power of 2 is coming out to be as 2, whereas the highest power of 5 is coming as to be 1. The power doesn't change. As here it is 2 to the power 1, it is 2 to the power 2, but no, 2 to the power 3 has not been here. So what we can say that we can restrict our calculation till 2 to the power 2. To understand it more precisely, we can say that the factors are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. Or we can say 1 can be written as 2 to the power 0 into 5 to the power 0. 2 can be written as 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 0. 4 can be written as 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 0. Then 5 can be written as 5 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 0. 10 can be written as 5 into 2. And 20 can be written as 5 to the power 2 into 2 to the power 2. 5 into 2 to the power 2. So this is the way that we are writing the whole expression. Why only 2 and 5? Because in the prime factorization, we only got only two prime numbers, which are 2 and 5. That's why we are expressing the whole factors, all the possible factors only in 2 and 5. Nothing any or not any other else prime number. We are only expressing the factors in 2 and 5 because in the prime factorization of the number of the composite number, we only got the prime numbers as 2 and 5. Now if you observe them clearly, then we can see a pattern here. If you observe them clearly, then we can see a clear pattern here. The pattern states that 2 to the power 0 into 5 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 0. Then plus we can write 5 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 2. 5 into 2 to the power 2. Right? This can be whole written. This could be written here. Right? It could be further simplified to into the form 2 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 0 into 5 to the power 1. Now this is something which is of most importance. This is something which is of most importance. The above whole expression, this whole expression can be expressed in the form of 2 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 0 plus 5 to the power 1. In the case of prime factorization, we have got the highest power of 5 as 5 to the power 1 and the highest power of 2 as 2. Similarly, we can say that only 2 till 2, the power is continuing of the prime number. Till 2, the power is continuing of the prime number and 1, which is 2 to the power 0, is added. So I can say it could be plus 1 plus p. What is p? The p is the power of the prime number, right? Which is 2 in the case of 2. Similarly, similarly for 5, we can write it as 5 to the power 0 can be written as 1 plus 5 to the power 1, which could be written as q. As in the case of prime factorization, we have seen that 5 to the power 1 or 1 is something which is expressed as q, right? So this is how we achieve this formula, right? This is something of most importance. This is of something most important. Similarly, we can calculate or we can understand with the second case as 72. Now the factors of 72, how many factors of 72 are there? So there are factors like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, then 8, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36 and 72. the prime factorization of the prime factorization of 72 comes out to be 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2. That means that no factor of 72 will be having a highest power of 2 will not be having any highest power of 2 greater than 3 and highest power of 3 not greater than 2. Okay, they are restricted. They are being restricted to 2 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 2. So 1 which can be written as 2 to the power 0 into 3 to the power 0, 2 which can be written as 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 0, 3 which can be written as 3 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 0, 4 it can be written as I'm writing down the I'm writing down the factors expressing them into prime numbers as or prime exponents because because in the prime factorization of 72 we only got the two prime numbers which are 2 and 3. So 2 to 4 can be expressed as 2 to the power 2 into 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 0. 6 can be expressed in the form of 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1. 8 can be expressed as 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 0. 9 can be expressed as 3 to the power 2 into 2 to the power 0. 12 can be expressed as 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 1. 18. Now for 18, 18 could be expressed as 3 to the power 2 into 2. 24 can be expressed as 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 1. 36 can be expressed as 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 2, and 72, which is itself the number, can be expressed in such a way. Right? Now we have to take the numbers which are common, right? Because we have to achieve the formula or we have to understand the formula, right? So I can say that this whole is a complete factor. This is a complete factor. This is a complete factor. And there are how many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are in total how many factors? 12 factors. I'm sorry, it's not 13. It's 12. I've counted 72 twice. So there are 12 factors which are possible, right? So now how could we understand it? To understand it, we can say to understand it, we can say that if I write now see 2 to the power 0, wherever you see 2 to the power 0, write the number. So 2 to the power 0 into 3 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 0 into 3 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 0 and into 3 to the power 2, and stop here because the highest power of 3 in 72 is 2, and you cannot exceed or we cannot exceed then we cannot exceed the power of 3 by more than 2, right? So let's start with 2 to the power 1. Wherever you see 2 to the power 1, just write it down. So 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 2 to the power 1, whereas yes 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1 plus then 2 to the power 1 into 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 0. This is cancelled. 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power 1, and here it is 2 to the power 1 into 3 square, right? So 2 to the power 1 into 3 square, and stop here, right? Then again for 2 to the power 2, repeating the same process, we will get all the numbers. 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 0, 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 0 plus, sorry, into 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 1 plus, then we are getting 2 to the power 2 into 3 to the power 2, right? And at last, why I'm saying at last? Because the highest power of 2 has been achieved here. The highest power of 2 has been achieved here, which is 2 to the power 3. As there cannot be any factor which is having a power of 2 greater than 3 in the case of 72. Because in the prime factorization of 72, we are getting the highest power of 2 as 2 to the power 3. 3 power 0 plus 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2. Now, after analyzing or after saying that after what we have written here, we can write this in the form as 2 to the power 0 plus 2 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 2 plus 2 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 0 plus 3 to the power 1 plus 3 to the power 2, right? What you see here, you observe, you're going to observe that we have reached till, or how many factors of 2 we have taken, 1, 2 and 3, right? And adding 1 to it, right? How many factors of 3 we have taken, 1, 2 and adding 1 to it. That means we can say, and the highest power of 2 was 3 and the highest power of 3 was 2. That means the formula is being applied here. If formula is being applied here, then we can say it is 1 plus p, where p value is p is equal to 3 into 1 plus q, where q value is equal to q 2. So this is how we estimate, or this is how we calculate the this is how we calculate or reach to the formula of factors, the number of factors of any composite number, right? Hope this finds you or gives you some understanding of the number of factors in any composite number. This is me, Prakhar Jain. If you like it, give us a thumbs up.